Hi, this is Lisa Loves to Crochet and Knit. Today I'm going to show you how to crochet this cute little googly-eyed turkey. And you can put a pin on the back, I haven't yet. Or you can leave them as a little googly-eyed creature. You choose. So let's go over what you're going to need. You're going to need some brown yarn. And you're going to need some yellow yarn. And you're going to need a pair of googly eyes. I chose orange. You could do any color you want. I purchased mine off Amazon. And a pair of scissors. A crochet hook, size H. A tapestry needle. You're going to need 6 colors of 5-inch cut ribbon. I have mine already pre-cut. And then you're going to need some felt for the nose. And I just snip a little corner and make myself a little nose. So let's get started. You're going to start with your crochet hook and a magic loop. Let me find the end of the yarn here. And you're going to do the magic loop. I stick my finger in the magic loop and I chain 1. And then I get it ready for the googly eyes to start my stitch. And I lay the magic loop over the googly eyes. And I'm going to do 8 half double crochets around magic loop and ring. This yarn sometimes splits on me. So I'm just going to do 8 in here. Oops. Okay, so I have my 8 half double crochets around the loop of the googly eyes and around the magic ring or the magic loop. Now I'm just going to make sure my yarn is pretty tight right here. And I'm going to do 4 half double crochets just around the magic loop. Just 4 behind the eyes. 1, 2, 3, and there's 4. Okay, so now I'm going to grab that end. I'm just going to give it a little pull. And I'm going to slip stitch to the beginning here. I'm going to chain 1. Going to chain 1. And then I'm going to do a single crochet in that same spot. And then I'm going to put 2 single crochet in each stitch around. Okay, so I've completed that, and I'm just going to slip stitch to that first chain 1 space. Oops. And then I'm going to chain 1. And I'm going to cut my working yarn. And I'm going to pull up a loop and make that a knot. And then so now I've completed the turkey face. I just have to weave in my ends and hot glue or another kind of glue to add to your turkey nose, the beak. Okay, so I've completed weaving in my ends, so that's all set. And then I just put a little hot glue and added the beak. So the face is all set. Okay, so I'm going to start with the body. And I'm going to do, got the brown yarn, and I'm going to do a magic loop again. And I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm going to put 10 half double crochets. Oh, I'm using a size I crochet hook for the body, and I use a size H for the head. And then I'm going to put 10 half double crochets in the magic loop. Okay, now I tightened my magic loop, and I'm just going to slip stitch to the beginning. And then I'm going to chain 1. And then I'm going to do a half double crochet in that same stitch, and then 2 half double crochets in the next, and then 1 half double crochet in the next. So I'm going to repeat that pattern just to 1, 2, 3 stitches before you're going to leave open at the end, so it'll sit flat. Here, I'll show you when I come back. Okay, so I left the last 2 stitches unworked, and we're not going to work those. I went into the third from here. So this is my chain 1 space, and then my first half double crochet. So this is going to be a straight edge, and so it sets like a fan. And then, so you're going to want to turn your work, chain 1, turn it, put 1 half double crochet in that stitch, and 2 in the next, and then 1 half double crochet in the next, and then 2 in the next. So I'm going to repeat that same pattern to the end of this one. You're going to keep it flat. The body is not round. It's kind of like it's kind of shaped like a fan, like a half circle, but a little more. So I'm going to continue this. Okay, so I've completed my fan. Now I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm going to cut my working yarn, and I'm going to weave in my ends. Okay, so I've got my ends weaved in, and now I'm going to do the legs. So I'm going to start with my yellow, and I'm going to do a slip knot, and I'm going to go back to my H size hook, and I'm going to take the bottom, and I'm going to go into this stitch right here. I'm going to skip 1 stitch here and 1 stitch here, and the other leg's going to go there, so they're not so close together. And so I'm just going to attach with a single crochet, and then I'm going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pull some more yarn here. And so now I'm going to do a slip stitch in the second chain from hook. And then in the next chain from hook, I'm going to do another slip stitch. And I'm going to chain 3. And I'm going to slip stitch in the second chain from hook. And then in the next chain from hook. And then I'm going to slip stitch to that first little section that I did, and I'm going to chain 3 more, and I'm going to slip stitch in second chain from hook. Whoops. And then in the next chain from hook, I'm going to do another slip stitch, and I'm going to slip stitch to the center again, and then I'm going to make sure my leg isn't twisted. I'm going to do a single crochet in the next stitch, and in the next stitch, and in the last stitch. So there's 3 single crochet going back, and then I'm going to slip stitch to the beginning. I'm going to chain 1. I'm going to cut my working yarn. And there's the little foot. Now the next one, I'm going to do the same exact thing. Start with a slip knot with my H crochet hook. And I'm going to skip those 2, remember, and I'm going to go into this stitch right here. And I'm going to just attach with a single crochet. Okay, so now I have my ends weaved in for the legs and a pin, and then I have the ribbon. And so with the ribbon, I make it so it's a loop, and I just put a little dab of glue, and I just line them up, and I give it a little squeeze and keep them straight. And so then I have the little back of the fan. So I'm just going to continue to do all of those that way, and I'll show you when I'm done. Okay, so now I have all the ends glued together so they all pop up and have little, looks like a little loop. And so basically I'm just going to take the purple one here and just put a little dab on there of hot glue, and then I place the blue one on top of it where I think it should be, so it's not too far apart, but yet it's close enough. And don't worry about making a mess here on this side, because this part is going to be glued to the back of the other. And so I'm just going to keep going in that, put the blue, a little glue on the blue, and then I put the green, and then I put a little glue on the green, and I add the orange, and then same with add the yellow, and then the red, it's a little hot. And then so now I have the fan created for the turkey, and I'm gonna, careful not to glue it to your table, or your fingers, I guess. So now the fan is all complete, and I'm going to just figure out if I want it high up like that. If I do, then I'll just add a little dab of glue here, and and there's my turkey tail. And then for the face, all I do is put a little dab in the center here for the head, and I put him in the center of that, so he looks like that. You might want to put a little more glue. I might add a little more here. And then for the back, for the pin, I'm just going to put a little stretch of glue through here, and I'm just going to attach that pin to that. Oops, it's hot, right to my thumb. So now you have your turkey pin. So gobble gobble, happy Thanksgiving. I think he's darling for that. It'd be perfect for, the holiday. So thanks for watching, like and subscribe.